and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Rachel. I do lots of Taylor Swift unboxing, Taylor Swift videos, travel vlogs, those sort of things. If that sounds like something that you would like, make sure to like and subscribe to see more. Today's video is going to be another Taylor Swift unboxing because as of time of recording, it's Life of a Showgirl release week, which means we just have a lot of things to unbox. If you want to see my vinyl unboxing, as you can see behind me, we have all the different vinyl variants. I have done a full video on every single vinyl variant we have. So if you want to check that out, please do check it out. I spent so much time on that, so I was really proud of it, and it was just so much fun to unbox them all and talk about it. Today's video is about the brand new Life of a Showgirl cardigan. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you all. I almost didn't buy this. I almost didn't buy it because we'd had one piece of merch, we'd had this jumper, and it came with the box with the CD and stuff, and I was like, I like the jumper, I do, however, I think there'll be more merch, and I think there'll be more merch maybe that I'll like more. So even though I did really like the jumper, I was like, no, I'm gonna hold back. I was also on holiday at the time as well in California. More of those vlogs will come after kind of the Showgirl videos are over, so make sure to stay tuned for those. But I was like, no, you know what, I might want to get a jumper in Disney instead. And when I saw the box, I thought it was also quite like a small little box, maybe like the size of like the Lover box set back from 2019, and I decided against it. Then they released the cardigan. The cardigan was also released with a little box with the CD. Now, I'd already pre-ordered this standard CD because it's a Sweat and Vanilla Perfume CD with the poster, so I was like, no, I don't need it, blah blah blah. And then my friends messaged like, oh, did you get it? And I was like, no, and they were like, you would look really good in the cardigan. And I thought, you know what, yeah, I would look really good in the cardigan. So I ended up buying the cardigan. Now, to be fair, the cardigan was actually better priced this era than it has been in the past, because it was about £65, which is pretty good because it also included the CD that's around about £12 to £13 as well. So to be completely fair, it's a pretty good price when some of the other cardigans have been about £70 now. Obviously, in the past, when the cardigans originally came out, they were £49, which was such a bargain. They have obviously gone up in price, but I was pretty impressed with this kind of set, including the CD and the cardigan. However, I did think the box didn't look that impressive. I did just think it was going to be a very kind of thin paper box. And boy, was I wrong. I thought it was going to be tiny. Is this tiny? No, it's not. So I'd like to clarify, it did come with extra packaging on top. I've just thrown that away because I just had too many cardboard packages and I wanted to unbox this cardigan, just like, I wanted to see it because I'd recorded my vinyl video and I didn't have time to record any more videos in like natural light because I love to do the videos in the natural light. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna just like open this just to see what it's like, but I've not tried it on. So even though I've opened it, I've not tried it on. So if you're panicking thinking I've ordered this and it has holes in the box, it doesn't. There's another box that goes on top. Anyway, we're gonna unbox it properly together and we're also gonna try it on. So let's open her up. So well, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a really shoddy, like, not shoddy, that's unfair, but like maybe a cheaply made kind of like, this was my own assumption. I thought it was going to be like one of those boxes, you know, that you get in like the works if you live in the UK, like Powerland, something like that, or if you live in the US, like Five and Below or like Dollar Tree or something like that. You know, those like little like craft boxes you could get for like kids. Boy, was I wrong, because this is so nice. This is so, like, I'm gonna be so real, I was wrong. And now I'm kind of tempted to get the jumper because I imagine the jumper will include the same size box. So now I kind of want it. The box with the jumper though is the teal sparkly. I definitely think the orange sparkly is better because I think it represents the album a bit better. Like on the standard version of The Life of a Showgirl, the title is in this orange glitter. This is kind of what represents the era best. So if I was gonna get one of them, I'm glad I got this. But this is what the box looks like. So as you can see, it's this big glittery box. It's got a TS on the front. The TS is kind of like embossed ever so slightly with like foil, and it's then got 2 stars on as well. And the box is, I mean, it's pretty big. I'm trying to think of, oh, I can show you a CD in comparison. So this is the size, oops, yes, I did hit myself with the box. This is the size of the box set with the CD. So it's pretty big, and I think it's very impressive because I thought the box set was going to be like yay big, like tiny. So I was very, very, very pleasantly surprised when people's orders first came and they were posting pictures online. I was like, there's no way. There's no, like, I genuinely was like, they must have photoshopped this. I was like, the box, it can't be this good. It is. And also, people ask me this a lot because I like to go into depth about different tailor things when I do these videos, because I never make these videos to be like, ha ha ha, look at the merch. I make it to, I don't know why I said it like that. I make them to kind of show people what the merch is like, especially if they're considering buying resale, or they're going to buy it on behalf of like a friend or family member. I really want to show them like the quality of everything in this video, just in case they're thinking about buying these things, because obviously they are quite expensive, whether it's vinyl, CD, merch, it can be expensive. So I think it can be quite handy to show you actually the ins and outs. So when I got the red ring, this was like Red Taylor's version, they released this ring, and people wanted to know the quality, and someone asked me to bang it on a table. So I banged it on a table, and you know what? It was actually pretty good quality. So I'm gonna, so you can see the material of this box, I'm gonna just knock it now, just so you can kind of hear it. So I originally thought this wouldn't make much of a noise, because obviously, to be fair, I've actually not knocked, I've not done the knock test yet, but I thought, again, it was going to be paper. So that's pretty good, isn't it? It does have the cardigan inside as well, so that will impact like the noise and stuff. But like, I know I've just gone on about this box for like 10 minutes now, but like, it is. I'm sorry, I think this is genuinely quite a good gift. The only thing I think that's disappointing about the Taylor Swift, there are a few things that are disappointing about the Taylor Swift store, but one of them is how quickly things sell out, or that things are limited in stock, because these would be fantastic Christmas presents. These would be such good Christmas presents, and I think for £65, it's not that bad in the grand scheme of things, because it's essentially 3 presents in one. You've got the box, you've got the CD and the cardigan, so I think it is a relatively good buy. Obviously other people will disagree with that, but I think in terms of merch, I think it is a good buy compared to other merch, and I just wish they would have this in stock again, and I hope they do restock it for like the Christmas period, because I think this is such a good box set to give to people. And to be honest, you don't even need to wrap it. I mean, you probably would, because I think it spoiled it a little. They'd probably guess it was something related to Taylor Swift, but I do think it's good. And not only that, it's also magnetic. I'm sorry, like, I just really thought it was gonna be so like, just the cheapest box ever, and then it's like, hey, we have a magnet, which I think is really cool, so let's just open her up here. Ooh. So this is what the box looks like inside. To be fair, I will say, obviously this bit here is like just orange. I think it would have been nice if it was all the sparkly orange, but like, we are really trying to find faults here. We are trying to show you everything ever. And inside, again, if you're gonna be really, really critical, it's not got the best finish in the world. However, I would say the exterior has a great finish, and you're usually only ever going to see the exterior, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But I do think this box set is actually really good. You've then got the CD inside, so the CD is this massive box just there at the bottom. I'll show you this. So this is the CD. Now I actually don't know if this CD includes the poster, so we're going to open this as well on this little like thing. So let's just see if it's got the poster. Now this is actually my first Showgirl CD I'm opening. I don't know if it'll be the first one I post opening, but it's the first one I'm actually opening. So I've opened the vinyl but not the CD yet, because I've got the poster CDs, which you can just see behind me, and then I've got the deluxe CDs, which I'm so excited for, that I'll do in another video if you guys want to check that out. But they're still like literally in the cardboard packaging, because I wanted to like unbox it together. Do you know the self-restraint I've had to do this? Impressive. Anyway, I'm so bad at opening this. What is noticeable though is this is the standard version we got in the pre-order, and it has a little hype sticker saying a double-sided poster. This version in the box set didn't have that. So does it have the poster? I think it will. I think it will. Okay, I'm so excited. It's my first time seeing it. Oh, I don't know if it does have the poster actually. But I don't think it does actually. Interesting, I did think it would, but to be fair, I'm not going to complain with that, because like, at the end of the day, I think the main thing about this was the cardigan and sort of the box set. I think the CD was just kind of a little bit of a bonus. So you've got the album prologue there behind, and you've got the 2 different poems in it. So you've got the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume poem, and then you've got the standard poem that's in all of the different variants. So That's what you've got just behind the CD there. This isn't a full CD review because like I do want to save that for the actual CDs, but I do just want to show you what's in this specific CD, say if you did buy this box set. Now, I don't think it's got the poster in. Yeah, it's not got the poster in, which to be fair, it didn't say it had the poster in, so I'm not like disappointed or anything like that. I'm a little bit surprised because I thought it would. Also, the lyric booklet's really small, but I don't know if all the lyric booklets are like this small, but I was quite surprised at that. So this is just a brief look at the lyric booklet, but again, we're going to do a full review afterwards. But yeah, it doesn't include posters. That's the only thing I would note. But I think, honestly, the posters, they're not even that big with these CDs anyway. Like, I think for most people, the posters aren't a deal breaker. Because at the end of the day, you can always buy Taylor Swift posters, and there's so much like great Taylor Swift art out there. If you ever go to like a maker's market, I love going to a maker's market. They always have like great, obviously they're fan made, but like really great Taylor posters, and I always just rave about them. One of my favourites is Laura Francis Heitzman. This is not an ad. I literally just always go see her if she's ever at a maker's market and I'm there. I'm like, I will go to that store. I'll have a look. I actually have my calendar is actually from hers. Her store. She did a great one. So yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. Anyway, that's the CD there. And then let's have a look at the cardigan, which is obviously what we're here for. I love this box. I love this box. Pop her here. Cardigan comes in this. It is made of, the bag is now compostable material. I can't remember the last time when we discovered they changed, because they did used to be like clear plastic, but they have changed since then. I think it would be nice though if we could somehow make the CD packaging like this. I do understand obviously if you can't get it completely clear why they wouldn't do that, but it would be quite nice. But yeah, for anyone who is curious about this, that's what it says on the back just there about the compostable bag. So let's open this up now. A lot of people were very worried when they said they were going to have a Showgirl cardigan. And the reason for that is because Showgirl, obviously when you hear that, you think like feathers, sparkly outfits, you know, the costumes Taylor was wearing on the front of the like album covers. So when you think Showgirl, you don't think cardigan. And I think a lot of us thought it's going to be orange with like teal, like a teal lining. It's going to be something, I'm going to be so real. I also believe this. I was like, it's going to be atrocious. I'll be honest with you all. I'll be completely honest. I was like, if they do a cardigan for this era, I don't think they will. It's going to look awful. And I was wrong. I think I was wrong anyway. Some people don't like this, and obviously it's all down to personal taste. Like, for some cardigans, I love them. I love the Speak Now Taylor's version, whereas when that one came out, everyone hated it. People said it looked like Marilyn's cardigan, and don't get me wrong, I understand the point they're making. I do. However, I still like it, and that's probably one of my most worn ones, that and the Love It one. So I do understand the points, but when they released this, I liked it. I liked that it was all orange with the sparkles as well. Now, I did have the hesitation with the sparkles, and it was after I made the order, I was like, wait, sparkly, it's going to be itchy. So I have very sensitive skin, I have eczema, so I was a little bit concerned about this, and I thought if it is itchy, then I'm probably not going to be able to keep this just because I wouldn't be able to wear it, and another Swiftie would get better use out of it. But feeling it right now, I've not put it on me, so I'll give another review once it's actually on me as well, but it doesn't feel itchy. So the sparkly threads very much seem inside, like the actual, I don't even know what you call the actual, like, knitted whatever's going on here. So it's like inside it, it's not like outside. You know how sometimes when you get sparkly things, these sparkles go closer to the surface than the rest of the fabric. As you can tell, I'm not a seamstress, I'm not a fabric lady, I don't understand it, but I can say if something feels good or whether it doesn't. So I'm going to show you the little label on this as well. It is slightly different. I know people like to see these things. And also it's quite good to see someone with an orange cardigan or with whatever Taylor cardigan showing you the ins and outs in case you've bought one off resale so you can see if it's real or not. So this is what the little tag looks like, and then that's what the tag looks like on the back. That's what it looks like on the front. So it's that orange with like the pink sparkly with Taylor Swift, and I got the size extra small / small medium. I'm 5'1" for reference, just in case you were wondering. I usually go for like a UK size 4. I've not tried this cardigan on yet, so I don't know what it's going to fit like. The rest of the cardigans are oversized on me, however I don't find them ridiculously oversized to the point I won't wear them. I think they're comfortably oversized for me. So on this as well, you've also then got a TS, and I like the orange. Obviously it does blend in very, very well, may I say. The like TS embroidered bit here. So some people won't like that. I honestly think it's showing up better on camera than it does in person because the colour is very, very similar here. Now for me that's not an issue, but I think for some people it will be. And then you've also got the stars on it as well. Again, these are really, really subtle. They are showing up more on camera than they actually are in person. But there are 12 stars total on this, obviously, because Life of Showgirl is TS12. But I would say that they're showing up better on camera than they actually are in person. They're quite subtle. But for me, I don't mind that, but I know for other people they won't. The sleeves do feel a little bit tighter than maybe than some of the previous ones, which I don't really like, so let's see what this feels like on. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't feel like, because I really don't like it when that part of the sleeve is tight. I like that to be loose because I like to put them over my hands. And these are what the buttons look like for everyone who's curious as well. So that's the button. It's kind of, oh, it's got glitter in. So it's an orange transparent-ish sort of button with orange thread and then orange glitter within the button. I don't think the buttons are as exciting as the Lover cardigan one, which I did do a video on if you want to watch it, because I think that cardigan was so great. It was very me, it was just my aesthetics. I love pink and I love things with hearts on, but these are nice and I like that they've got the glittery aspect of it as well. And they do feel pretty securely on. I've had sometimes when I've got the cardigans for the first time, I've felt the buttons and like doing this and I've been like, this button's not gonna last. Now they have all lasted, but you do have that like scared point. Now they have a massive label here. This is bigger than the past. So it tells you it's 40% acrylic, 28% polyester, 27% polyamide, 5% polyester metallized. So that's the fabric stuff. Obviously they're like plastic, it's just, we all like knew this. I think it's very similar to the previous ones, but obviously you do have that different like the metallicized one, which is the like sparkly bit, I presume. And it says, does it give you the washing instructions? I mean, it should give you the washing instructions. Yeah, it does. So we just wash ours on cool, and it also gives you an extra button as well. That said extra button. There you go. Let's try this on. So I'm curious to see what it's gonna feel like. I'm scared. I always get so scared trying new Taylor merch on. Okay, feels the same. Okay, the sleeves aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. I will admit, when I felt the sleeves then, I thought they were going to be like tight at this point. I really, it's just one of my things with clothes. I really like this bit to be quite like stretchy because I like to do this with my hands. So I quite like it. I think this is very, very good for Halloween. I would say it's slightly more itchy than maybe some of the other cardigans. It feels more like the material of the Speak Now Taylor's version one and the Tortured Poets Department one. I think the original Folklore and like the Lover one do feel different to this. I think there's just a different feel. One of them, like the original Folklore has like more gaps in, I think, and just has a different feel altogether, whereas this is very, very close together. This would, I think, would be warmer. But like, I do quite like this. I like the colour. I think it's fantastic for autumn, I think. I mean, or fall if you're American, don't worry, I respect you all. But yeah, do we have any loose? We've got a couple loose threads, but nothing. Oh, that's quite a long loose thread. There you go. Oh, my star. That's not the end of the world. I've had this with a lot of cardigans. I think my Speak Now Taylor's version one had a really big like loose thread like inside, and I'm a fidgeter, so as soon as I saw it I was like hee hee hee, don't do that. But yeah, it's comfortable. I don't know if it is necessarily itchy, but I think if you've got very, very sensitive skin, you might not like this one as much. Obviously, the cardigans do change over time. I think when you wash them and if you hang them up, depending on if you hang them up or fold them, you technically should fold them. But this is quite cute, actually. I'll show you the length as well. I'll try it on and stand a bit backwards so you can kind of see what the length of this is like too. But mostly not that many loose threads. There's like a handful, but that happens with like all the cardigans I've found. But the quality, I think, is very, very good. Now, I would say it is slightly itchy, but nothing crazy. I would just say compared to the other cardigans, but I do really, really like this. I think it's actually really nice, so I'm really happy with this, and I'm glad my friend Gabby told me to get this because she's like, you look so good. She's so right. I think I look quite nice, if I do say so myself. I used to always think I don't suit orange, and I think I quite suit orange. Please don't tell me if you don't think I suit orange, because I think I'll cry. But anyway, just going to show you then me like trying it on and standing a little bit back. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions about this cardigan, please let me know as well. As of time of recording, it was only in stock for a limited time. It's out of stock on the store. It's not on the store anymore. However, they might restock it, and I'd be surprised if they didn't, because in the past they have restocked the cardigans before. So I think especially when it comes up to kind of Black Friday and sort of Christmas time, they do restock these things. They might restock it outside of the box set. I don't think the box set is necessarily essential. You know, you don't need the box set, even though the box is quite nice. I think the cardigan itself is nicer than the box, but I will admit I do actually really, really like the box, and I think it would make a great Christmas present. They might even release the boxes separately. I think that would be really good because they'd be great as a gift box. I think people would pay like £10 for them. I think they're pretty good, but like even I think they're a good box. They're kind of like the gift boxes you would get if you went to like TK Maxx, you see those kind of gift boxes there. So let me know if you've got any questions about this. Say if you're buying it for yourself, you're wondering about sizing or anything like that, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to answer any of those if I can, if I know the answers to them. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out my other Taylor Swift unboxing videos, my other Taylor Swift vinyl videos, those sort of things, please make sure to like and subscribe. It's free to do and it helps me out and the channel out so much. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day!